Dreams in the Witch House is a 2005 horror film, directed by Stuart Gordon, who also wrote it alongside Dennis Pauly. The film is based off the H.P. Lovecraft story of the same name. Ezra Golden plays Walter Gilman, a college student in search of some cheap livings. Managing to find one such location, he becomes plagued by visions of a witch. However, when visions seep into reality, he realizes there may be a ritual taking place around him. Will he be able to stop the witch, or will she secure another kill?
Young people, they have no respect.
You may recognize both Ezra Godden and Stuart Gordon, as both work together on the film Dagon, which is on the list. I haven't had the best run of Lovecraft horror on the channel, so let's see if this one holds a trend or is the first to move out and make something of its life. Our tale starts with a sale. Walter is here in need of a room from live-action Carl over there.
What do you need? What do you want? Can I not just live here without having to occasionally deal with you animals?
This is Jay Brazow playing the manager, Dombrowski, who I'll just call Carl for the rest of this recording. Well, the room is a bit run down, but hey, at least it's quiet. Save for that, and the rat tormenting his neighbor, Miss Elwood, played by Shala Hostal. Luckily, Walter is there, and after having the problem dumped on him, he manages to solve the problem. But come on, Walter, the rat effects are pretty good. Never mind, seal and gas the rats, Walter, seal and gas. At least he gets to bond with the MILF neighbor. And hey, there's even a headbanger. This is Mauserwitz, played by Campbell Lane. Not only does he Kato bond, but he also brings tales of witches. Tales that mirror Walter's recent adventures. But that's a bunch of hogwash, so back to bed Walter goes. The next day, Elwood asked him to watch her baby, which he does, but if you think homework is boring, imagine having to grade it. Don't worry, I got something that'll wake you right up. Elwood allowing nudity in her contract. Oof! Always need to check your dates without makeup before you get it on. Well, hey, at least the baby is safe, though the relationship is wounded, much like Walter's back. Sleep brings on more dreams in the witch house. Hey, wait a minute, that's the title. And you're fine, Walter. Just say this is from some college hazing.
No one has permission to see the Necronomicon. No one!
I just love how nonchalantly Lovecraft films toss around the Necronomicon. I think it's harder to get a hold of the fucking anarchist cookbook. Well, Walter believes the witch wants him to kill Elwood's child. Obviously, she doesn't take this well.
Get out of here now or I'm calling the police.
Anyways, time for the old man to explain things. Or just tell Walter to run for the hills.
You cannot stop her. She has marked you.
Can't have that, so Walter takes a hammer to the wall. Crawling inside, he discovers multiple bones, including those of children. He even finds a still living child. The witch tries to force the death of Elwood's child, but Walter fights back. Yeah, that's right, the power of Christ compels you, bitch. So all's well that ends well. Until, yeah, I'm sure this is easily explainable.
She'd wait until I was asleep, and then she'd come.
Okay, I have to give the film credit. Many films would end here, but instead we see that the crime scene boys actually find multiple bits of evidence supporting Walter's story.
Well, none of this makes any sense unless you believe his story.
What story? Witch and the rat?
Bit of a surprise for that. The trial's gonna be fun, if Walter makes it. Also, the old man is dead, and he was originally going to be played by Jeffrey Combs. So that was Dreams in the Witch House, a film that premiered November 4th, 2005 in the United States with a final release January 25th, 2008 in Finland. Filming was done in British Columbia, Canada. I began to wonder if all the entries of Masters of Horror were filmed there. Anyways, I think this film should be applauded. Despite having a small budget and being moved to more modern times, the film largely stays faithful. Considering Reanimator, I see they didn't pull what they did on that film again. Small changes like Walter's study going from quantum mechanics to string theory is overlookable. I do like that the Miskatonic University makes an appearance as the location he attends. Overall, this is a really good horror film. I personally would have put this as the series' first episode, but as a second, it's a solid pickup from the last movie. A decent story with surprisingly well done effects. It's not one that personally I'd watch over and over, but as part of a whole, I feel like it brings its fair share to the table. If you have seen Stewart's previous works, then be sure to check in on this one. Let's hope these films keep getting better. Next one is Robert Englund being a punk. That's the good shit right there.
Well, none of this makes any sense unless you believe his story.
What story? Witch and the Rat?